What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? We back here. More NBA free agency on our hands. It's been a crazy offseason. We're currently July 19th, almost nearing the end of July, which has been going pretty fast. I feel like July goes fast every single year for some odd reason. But we're still back at it. And I wanted to just ask you guys something before we get into today's video. I just want to say, drop in some comments for some more basketball teams that you guys want me covering. I'm talking WNBA, college basketball, women's college basketball, high school ball. Comment some topics that I think will be pretty interesting, and I'll do them in another video. Because I'm trying to expand my entire horizon here. And I'm going to need y'all help to do that. So just comment down below what you guys want me to talk about. WNBA, college basketball, women's college basketball. And comment down below a topic that is pretty interesting in that area, in that horizon. But anyways, let's get into today's video. We've all heard the news. Thank you, Shams Charania. Shams Charania has been doing his entire thing this entire summer with this NBA free agency. And that is, Lu Dort is heading to the Atlanta Hawks. The Oklahoma City Thunder is trading him for 3 second-round picks. And not just that, since he's getting traded to the Hawks, Zaccharie Risacher is on his way to the Dallas Mavericks. Let's roll into today's video.
Touch that tram, mama said pray then push. Pop said grind on wish. Coach said line up run. Whole life drawn up off that pitch. Court chalk on my socks. Bus pass in my sock too. Lunch card in my pocket. Pocket dreams that I walk through. Crossover on the clear lane. Try to cross over my fear same. Every brick that I threw up built the backbone of my name.
We run the floor. We run the floor. We don't back down. We don't back down. Every fall that we felt, put the strength in us now. Heads to the sky. Heads to the sky. Voices in one sound.
So this is obviously something the Atlanta Hawks really needed. We all got to realize that Atlanta Hawks, they were a great offensive team, and they put up a fight against the New York Knicks in the first round. And they tried to do so, even going up 2-1 against them, but then they ended up losing 3 straight games. But their offense didn't really slow down. Now, yes, their entire accomplishments after going up 2-1, we don't want to talk about that because they recently had one of the worst records in NBA Summer League history, only scoring 2 points in the first quarter. So not everything's going the Atlanta Hawks' way right now. But I think with this trade, adding Lu Dort to the Hawks is going to be able to expand their whole entire team. Now, like I said before, the Atlanta Hawks, they're very offensive motor energy. They got a lot of great offensive guys on that team. They have amazing playmaking, and mostly their offense revolves around that. Jalen Johnson, he's the new face of the Atlanta Hawks ever since Trae Young left. He's been averaging 22.5 points per game, racking in 10 boards, and even shooting 48.9% from the field. So he is your offensive motor, your offensive engine. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, I think everybody sleeps on this kid because we all got to realize he's the most improved player of the year. He's been having so many 20-point games that it's been ridiculous. He's been averaging 20.8 points per game, shooting 46% from the field. And you also have Dyson Daniels in that mix. Another decent player on that Atlanta Hawks team who's been averaging 12 points per game, racking in 6 boards. But their defense wasn't all that. Now, yes, obviously their defense was top 10, but it wasn't the best defense in the world. But with the addition of Lu Dort coming to the Atlanta Hawks, it's going to be perfect. Now, this season, he didn't average a whole lot of points. He averaged 8.3 points, 3.5 rebounds. But he's perfect for physical defense and particularly ladder quickness. He's able to lock down perimeter defenders, and that's exactly what the Hawks need. They just really needed his defense, his defensive presence. And I think Lu Dort is going to be the enforcer they need. Now, like I said before, he doesn't need to average a whole lot of points per game, but a little bit of presence on the offensive end would be cool. But he doesn't have to be the offensive burden, obviously. That's Jalen Johnson's job. So if he's there locking down guys on the perimeter, then the Atlanta Hawks could be in real contender in the East. Because the East right now is looking pretty scary. They're looking like the West. Can't sleep on the East, bro. A lot of teams in the East are rebuilding right now. And the Atlanta Hawks, they're definitely one of them. But I think this is a perfect trade for the Atlanta Hawks and a great pickup for them too. Because given the fact that their defense is going to be a lot better, it's going to be great for them. They already have a great offensive team. They just need a little bit more defense to go along with that. Now, if you're OKC, obviously a little bit of mixed feelings because they were able to rack in 3 second-round picks, which is great for them because OKC, they want all these picks. They're trying to draft. They're trying to get all these young players so they can stay in their youth. And obviously, Lu Dort was really good to them. He was a great presence on defense for them. He was a dirty player. He's been aggressive for them. So now they're going to need to have more people step up to the plate. By people, I mean The biggest man right now, Kason Wallace. He led the league in steals with 1.9 steals a game. So he's going to need to step up to the plate. Isaiah Hartenstein, he's also a great defensive player, and it's great. He has a great presence inside as well. So he's going to have to step up to the plate too. Chet Holmgren, he has to make sure he's healthy. He has to make sure that he bulks up this summer. You're going to have to be a little bit more of a burden on defense as well. Because watching you this playoffs, offensively, you weren't there. So try to be more of a defensive guy, along with working on your offense too. So you got 3 key guys that's going to be perfect for defense. Kason Wallace, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Chet Holmgren. It's going to be great. Because OKC, they're going to need defense as well. Because defense wins championships. Not the Nico Harrison way, obviously. But without a good defense, your offense yields nothing. Because OKC already has a great offense. But you can talk all you want, OKC and Atlanta. It looks like it's going to be pretty good for both teams. OKC, they still have guys on the team. They still got SGA. They still got Kason Wallace. They got a bunch of shooting. And they still got a lot of defense too. Alex Caruso, honorable mention. We should have mentioned him as well. He's going to be there for the defense as well. So it's not the end of the world that they traded Lu Dort. It's perfect for the Hawks. Because the Hawks are going to have way more defense. Real quick before we continue the video, we have dropped the merch, ladies and gentlemen. The merch has been out for a little while now, and it's been pretty crazy. You guys can get y'all merch in the link in the description. Let's check out the shirt, y'all. This is what the shirt looks like. Black shirt. Matching hats go along with it. This is what's on the back of the shirt, 2007. The Consistency Edition. King Jesus, Motivation. Make sure you guys click the link in the description to buy yours now. For the girls, we have crop tops for you ladies. We even got mugs as well. So ladies, if you want a crop top, you get that crop top. If you want this regular shirt, it comes in 2 colors, black and also white. The crop tops also come in black and white as well. You can also get a white hat with it too. So make sure to go into the link in the description to order yours now. Use code DUNKING for free shipping on orders over $50. Let's get back to the video. Now we talked about OKC, we talked about the Hawks, but let's talk about the man that's leaving the Hawks. The 2024 first round NBA pick, Zaccharie Risacher. And to Zaccharie Risacher, he had a bunch of disappointments. And it wasn't the same at all. And he's looking like one of the fakest #1 draft picks in the NBA since Markelle Fultz. But can you blame Markelle Fultz? He got into a motorcycle accident. You can't blame that dude. That's just really unfortunate. I think right now he's one of the fakest ones. Obviously the worst one is Anthony Bennett. But right behind him is probably going to be Zaccharie Risacher if he doesn't get it together. Zaccharie Risacher, he's going to the Dallas Mavericks starting next season. Obviously, Risacher being the #1 pick and barely averaging 10 points a game is not what the Hawks were looking for. Throughout the entire 2 seasons you were there, this disappointment. And obviously, trading the #1 pick after only 2 seasons? That's kind of unheard of. Usually, #1 picks are that thing, that guy, if you do it the right way. Now, looking back on it, they probably should have drafted Alex Sarr, if we're being real. But for Risacher, he will have a brand new start, great fresh start, playing with Cooper Flagg, Kyrie Irving, and he has an opportunity to change. This man already has a bunch of weaknesses. He has poor ball handling weaknesses, inability to create his own shot. That's obviously the biggest thing in the NBA. If you're able to create your own shot offensively, you're a star. But Zaccharie Risacher, he's unable to do that. I don't know why he struggles with that so bad. It doesn't make any sense. Especially his defense too, because he has on-ball struggles, and that's a part of his 3-and-D potential. So that's a horrible struggle he has on defense. And not to mention he has a thin frame, and that's hindering him from, having his on-ball defense a lot better than it should be. So yeah, obviously having a really thin frame is really tough defensively. But a lot of people talk about Cameron Carr. He wasn't picked because of his frame, but look at that guy. He's been doing his thing in the summer league. But if you're in Zaccharie Risacher's shoes, this doesn't work for him. I really do like the fit with him and Cooper Flagg. I think those two will be able to coexist, and hopefully Zaccharie Risacher will amount to his talents. You're already in your 3rd NBA season. It's time to lock in, my boy. It's time to do your thing. Prove to the world that you are the #1 pick, playing with another #1 pick. Let's see this experiment. I'm already trying to see the experiment with Kyrie and Cooper Flagg. And if that experiment doesn't work, then Kyrie's gonna get the heck up out of there. Kyrie's coming back. He's gonna be pretty rusty because he didn't play at all last season. Kyrie, he's the most consistent player we've ever seen. Cooper Flagg, he just had no help. Klay Thompson, he tried doing this thing, but when you're Klay Thompson and you're the definition of washed and you sometimes have good games and sometimes you don't, then Cooper Flagg's gonna be all alone. So Zaccharie Risacher, you're still in your youth. You got this, bro. You're gonna be on a team with other youthful players. Your biggest veterans are gonna be Kyrie Irving and Klay Thompson. Build off them. Defense. Dallas has a motto: Defense wins championships. I don't know about you, but welcome to Dallas, bro. But anyways, y'all, that's all I gotta say. Not really a huge loss, because I really want to see all this play out, especially Risacher and the Dallas Mavericks. I think the Mavericks should be a little bit better than they should be, especially with the help of Kyrie Irving coming back. I think they have a chance to be in contender a little bit. Not really in contender, because obviously the West is looking really tough. Portland got better. The Timberwolves got better. And then we got to see where LeBron James is going, if he's going to stay out West or go out East. We're going to try and figure that out. A win-win for everybody here, honestly. Let's watch all this play out. Atlanta, they got more defense. The Thunder, they got more picks. And Dallas, y'all are still in y'all youth. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got to say. God loves you. Jesus is king. Peace out, everybody.